To be free like a bird, to soar, to fly. These were all dreams of a young Robert Bob Booker. In the state of Tennessee, more than 180,000 have already cast their ballot by mail. It definitely is still lingering around, but it's in all the places that we want it to be. You'll see it on your cars, you'll see it in your yard, on the grass, maybe even on the bushes as well. You'll have to dust that off before you head out on the roads, but so far so good. We're not seeing a whole lot of slick spots. In your morning headlines, a couple in Kentucky is still battling symptoms weeks after they were diagnosed with COVID-19. It's the last Monday in January, so you know what that means. It's time to pay dear old Uncle Sam a visit. School administrators work every single day to make sure that your students are safe inside of the classroom, but here at Claxton Elementary, they're doing even more to make sure that your students are safe now online. Deputy Donnie Delk is an SRO at Claxton Elementary. He knows that predators sometimes sit behind computer screens.
They have little acronyms that they can use, like one is a CS.
CS means city and state. Online predators use that code to ask what city and state you live in.
They're just fishing. They're looking for information on you, and children don't know.
Parents may not either. That's why staff members started a new program sharing information about apps on their Facebook page. Each post breaks down how your kids could be using the app, appropriately or inappropriately. Some apps are even disguised as something else, like a calculator.
It looks like a calculator. It can even function as a calculator, but then it can also store pictures and videos and inappropriate stuff, and parents may never know it's on there.
Some tips: know your child's password. Take a look at their social media accounts and talk to them about what you should and should not post online.
Whoa!
Whoa! 4-year-old Cooper is full of spirit and spunk.
He's always ready to play, up for fun things, and he always gets excited when there's toys in, and he likes to bring his own.
That makes him go fast.
He is a 100-mile-per-hour child all the time, and he's tough as nails.
Just like the toy race cars on his track, nothing slows him down.
Whew. You okay?
Not even a cancer diagnosis.
Cooper was diagnosed in November of 2019 with neuroblastoma. He's conquered 6 rounds of chemotherapy, 2 stem cell transplants, 14 days of proton therapy, and now we are on cycle 4 of immunotherapy.
The news was devastating.
I'll never forget that day. That was the worst day of our life. My wife collapsed, obviously. She was falling apart, and all I wanted to know was, what do we do now? What do we do next?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
For more than a year, he's endured treatment after treatment. But for Cooper, the power of play helps him stay positive and decreases anxiety.
Sometimes they have to go through hard procedures that might hurt or be scary, so I can help distract and help them understand why they're going through it and help them cope and get through the procedure.
As Cooper keeps fighting, his family is by his side.
To see him now, after everything he's gone through, we're very hopeful.
Hopeful for healing and many, many more play days ahead.
He's destined for greatness, without a doubt.
In Knoxville,
Bump-a-da-bump.
I'm Yvonne Thomas.
Woohoo! Whoa.
As we continue conversations about race and policing, we sat down with 5 Black police officers in Knoxville to learn a new perspective. What it's like to be Black and blue. Amid nationwide calls for justice, equality, and police reform, there is still a deep rift between police and the Black community. And these 5 officers are stuck in the middle.
It is a tough job. It is even more tough when you're a minority, but you are needed. When you're a Black officer, you're always in this middle area, because when you're on duty, you're supposed to represent everybody in the Black community to everybody in this profession. And when you're off duty, the same thing happens. You're representing every officer, every good, bad, sideways interaction. You're representing that.
Yeah, it's always a double-edged sword.
I remember down in West Knoxville, I pulled an elderly, older white gentleman over. First thing he told me, why you not down the projects fighting real crime?
I was at a store, I don't even remember which one, but the guy kept following me around. No matter what I did, I was in plain clothes. It got to the point, I finally took my badge out and showed him, said, can I help you? And then he acted like, oh no, I was just doing something else. I said, I know what you were doing, but I'm the good guy, so you can stop following me now.
When I'm dressed for work and I'm on the elevator,
and that little old lady is on the elevator with me, and she sees me in this suit and tie, in this badge and gun. She's so close to me that I almost have to peel her off. But when I'm on the elevator like this, I can see the fear in her face. And in America, we have got to get to a point where we have to ask ourselves, what are you so scared of?
For me, it's an old saying, I can't remember who told this when I was a rookie a long time ago. It's like a black officer creed. They always say, too blue to be black, too black to be blue.
To be black and blue. Join us for the full conversation this Friday at 5:30 p.m. on 10 News.